Welcome to Science Research Weekly, Episode 6, Boss Level Antibiotics. Get ready for better arsenic detection, broad-spectrum antibiotics, model-breaking massive galaxies, Julia and Python working in harmony, a hard-to-pronounce R package on Gaussian mixture models, and Department of Defense lung cancer grants aplenty. This episode covers February 17th to the 23rd. Let's get started with some research articles. So, Science Daily has 5 fantastic articles covered to get to today. First is Scalable Selective Absorber with Quasi-Periodic Nanostructure for Low-Grade Solar Energy Harvesting. So here researchers developed a more flexible and cost-effective way to harvest thermal energy with self-assembling nanoparticles. Next, we have Towards Surface Enhanced Raman Scattering, not that kind of ramen, using electroless substrate for trace arsenic detection and speciation. So here the research showcased an enhanced way to detect arsenic, which is a serious environmental toxin. Third, we have site-specific encoding of photoactivity and photoreactivity into antibody fragments. Here, the researchers developed light-activated biomolecules that could one day be used in targeted cancer treatments. Fourth, we have complete genome sequence of the lysogenic Pseudomonas bacteriophage FYN8. So here, Danish researchers described one of 5 new viral genomes found in local freshwater, of which the virus FYN8 can kill a species of antibiotic-resistant bacteria. And fifth and finally, a broad-spectrum synthetic antibiotic that does not invoke bacterial resistance. Here, researchers tested what's called conjugated oligoelectrolytes, which killed bacterial cells by disrupting multiple bacterial functions at the same time. So then, over on Eureka Alert, there's a report on 6 potentially early galaxies, so formed only about 500 to 700 million years after the Big Bang. And these galaxies are more massive and mature than most cosmological models would predict. And these stunning images were brought to you by the James Webb Space Telescope. With that being said, let's switch over to some research tools. So, itching to try out Julia, but unwilling to leave the comforts of Python? Well, Bagu Mill has a recent post on Julia bloggers about how Julia and Python are better together, explaining how popular Python packages have an interface in Julia, and you can use any Python package in Julia. New R-CRAN packages to try out are dataMojo, Reshape Data Table, ggmapinset, add inset panels to maps, bubbleHeatmap, produce bubbleHeatmap plots for visualizing metabolomics data, ggmsslm, or gmmsslm, if you really want to have trouble pronouncing it. This is semi-supervised Gaussian mixture models with a missing data mechanism, and rWCVP, generating summaries, reports, and plots from the world checklist of vascular plants. Wrapping up here, let's look at some research funding. The Department of Defense has its multidisciplinary research program of the University Research Initiative, so MURI, those are now available. It also, like last week, an ovarian cancer, the Department of Defense also has several lung cancer grants now. The Concept Award, Translational Research Award, Idea Development Award, and Career Development Award. And then NASA has an Early Career Faculty Grant as well. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has grant on natural history and biomarker studies of rare neurodegenerative diseases. This is a U01 clinical trial optional. And then finally, through Grant Forward, I found 2 recent grant opportunities. There is the Lung Cancer Research Foundation's 2023 Leading Edge Research Grant Program and the United Mitochondrial Disease Foundation, their 2023 research grant program. No room for gloom. Thanks for joining me for Science Research Weekly. Science on.